Actually, before we start, I'm gonna get this this little bowl here packed. Relax my fingers a little bit. I'm getting too fidgety playing this fucking game. If you want, we can yeah, let's chill in custom match for a little while. We'll just do dual 1v1 rules. What are the rules? Don't auto add bots. Best of. Fuck it, 99. Round timers 10. Gear perks not allowed. Just so that nobody's got an advantage over the other. Because I use a lot of shields up. So every time I start a game or respawn, I'll get extra shields compared to you. Renown feats are going to be disabled as well. I'm going to go to a map. Yeah, Devour's nice. Well, as of right now, I can only use certain things like shields up and like Aegis, which everything that I have for the beginning phase of being an Aramusha is to benefit my shields. Now shields mean nothing in a duel because everything is off. Options, what do we got here? Damage is normal, revenge. We'll turn that on just to see, because I'm curious myself. I've seen so many YouTubers playing like single matches where some had revenge and some didn't, and I'm assuming it's because of this custom match stuff. I'm gonna go right to launch, and then you can. Oh, I'm sorry. But no, don't choose the, unless you want to, like, choose wherever you want to work on. I chose Aramusha simply because I saw one YouTube video where, I don't know if you saw it, Aramusha has an infinite combo, and in my opinion it's the easiest infinite combo that you can do. And the thing that is with the Aramusha is people expect the infinite combo. Now if you go to Aramusha, it says hybrid, medium, fast attacks, feint, and counter attacks. Now the way to fuck people up is to feint or counter attack, never mind using your fast attacks, because if you just go in guns blazing, you're just gonna run yourself out of stamina because they don't have much. So you can be an aggressive Aramusha where you can either like bank the fact that you're gonna win before you run out of stamina, or have an absolute clutch status kind of when you're in no stam, because they're gonna come at you with everything they can. And actually Nobushi is one of my favorite ones to use aside from this guy. I like to keep distance.
Round one.
Now, I will say, just stand still. A lot of Aramusha will come at you like this. And then the first thing you're probably going to want to do is, because we have this, and that only works when you're running, it makes you just offset enough from a straight from the top attack. Usually if you see someone running, a lot of people will try to block it, but that actually fucks people up because a lot of people will do this. Just run at you and then quickly dodge back, wait for that attack, and throw a heavy at you from top side. So you basically, most of the time when you start a fight, in my opinion, you want to start blocking topside. And because you block topside, they're going to come at you with one of your other sides. That is going to be a 50-50 whether you block it or not. Because you're going to either get the right side or not. And then you got to watch out for this fucker. Because the second, like, throw an attack at me. Like a heavy. Oh. It's an instant parry. I don't have to hit my R2 or nothing at no blinking time. It's just press down on my right stick and I immediately do that. But it takes stamina. Like when you hit your right stick back. Did you know about that? Yep. Well, when you do this, well, when you pull back, I don't know if you know about the whole effect for somebody else. You can't, like, from my point of view, I can't see what way you're about to attack me from. So, like, that little triangle, the top side, left or right, that doesn't show up for you when you're in that position. But that takes a lot of your stamina. The whole time you're doing that, it's going down, just like this. But it only happens to me for a second, so I can do it a couple times before I'm actually out of stamina. But I have to do it just before something hits me. Like, there's a little bit of a parry time in there, but it's not much. So, if you want to start experimenting, you can. I'll just react for now. Also, if you press the, like, while you're in guard, and if you press the, like, back, and you do your attack at the same time, it should cause that, you should step back and do a forward lunge, which, just kill me right now. That little poke, that does a lot, because it does, I don't know if you know about the whole bleeding thing. Bleeding can save the hell out of you.
Round 2.
That's why I like the Peacekeeper, but I never use it. So, that's what you want to watch for. Yeah, only some of your attacks cause bleeding. Oh, I fucked that one up. I pulled back. That's the problem when you try to do that whole mix-up. Like, hey, which way am I going? Which way am I going? When you pull back a little bit, it brings your swords back.
Round 3.
That can be the make or break of you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This whole thing, that can all get fucked up just by pulling back a little bit. See? But another thing you gotta watch out for these guys is the feints. We can feint any attack except for lights. Nice. Ooh, I dodged into that. Alright, hold up a second. I never finished doing what I said I was gonna do earlier.
Round 4.
Oh, that wasn't closed, and I just spilled it. Fuck me. Ugh. Yeah, I need fucking more Dead by Daylight people, and I need more For Honor people. Oh shit. Ow, fuck. Yeah, I got it for free. I ended up paying for Friday just because so many Dead by Daylight people were talking about Friday, and then it's not enjoyable. It gets, once you play Jason so many times and then play a Survivor so many times, or Counselor, you end up just like getting a rhythm that, oh hey, I gotta do this. The only thing that'll throw you off is whether it's a toxic Jason or a toxic Counselor. Dead by Daylight is so much harder, and like you actually have to depend on your team. 8 people versus 1 guy. Yep. It's because they saw a Google write-up or YouTube video saying that a generator only takes a minute. Yeah. But when you all separate, you can't save each other. So 2 should stay on. Fair. I'm the one that distracts the killer all the time, because I'm good at looping people. But yeah, juke. Yeah. I'm killer main too, so it's like I never survive because, like I said earlier, I don't like to play with people particularly that don't have mics if I can have the option. So, not knowing many people with mics that play the game, I never play with people, so I'm always killer. Yeah. That's what it is, the doctor. Yeah, I know the feeling. I have a few videos on my stream of where I'm the 2 newer killers, because those are my 2 killers. Like, the... I don't know if you ever heard of the Spirit. Yeah, I only played the 2 new characters and Leatherface. Yep. I had to, because this is a different account than my normal account. This is a second account. I had to restart on this account. And I only restarted Dead by Daylight, and I only bought it again because I deleted it. I had to buy it. I only bought it because I saw the Legion was coming out. And I got it before the Legion came out, where the Spirit had already been out, so I played the Spirit all the time. I had my Spirit from rank 1 to, or level 1 to level 29 in like 2 or 3 days, because normally it would have been quicker. Like I said a little bit earlier, I have a 12-hour-a-day job, so I really only play games that if I play the game, I'll get stuck in it. So I only play games that like I can just shut off whenever I want, and this is not one of them. So I don't play this during the week usually. I'll come home and I'll watch videos of people getting trolled and crying and breaking their fucking equipment over this game, but I won't play the game because I will not go to bed and not wake up for the next morning shift. But I don't know.
That's not a trial. That's an execution.
Oh yeah. Alright, so I got this account because the money is modded on GTA. I have like $8 or $9 billion. So I was playing it for a while, only GTA for a while. I ended up getting bored because my kill death ratio was frozen at 5. So that, and I'm a kill death ratio kind of person. So when just because of the fact that like I don't want it above or below, it doesn't matter. I want it to reflect how I play the game. If my shit is frozen at anything, whether it's below 0 or above 0, I lose interest, because then it doesn't reflect how I actually end up fighting or am walking down the street and can react being into a fight, you know? So I just kind of stopped playing that, and that's when I bought Friday the 13th, and then I only played that for the longest time, and then I got rid of that and got Dead by Daylight again. Stopped playing Dead by Daylight for a while because I got my 29 Spirit, and then the Legion came out. I got him the day after he came out. The next day I'm level 20. Or 2 days later I'm level 20. And it was like, alright, well now it's kind of getting boring, because almost every time I kill somebody, the first 2 people, at least in Dead by Daylight, they would always DC. Before I even get to hook them, just I down them, or they would bleed out from using the Legion, and they disconnect. Gone. So the rest of the team, the 2 survivors, are like, okay, well, I'm not going to play this seriously, so we're going to just either try to troll the killer, or we're going to try to tell the killer, hey, let us out, or let's just gain points. That's no fun. So I ended up seeing, well, I saw this a long time ago on YouTube, but I ended up getting it because it was there, and I had a little bit of I remembered, oh hey, I saw some videos of this on YouTube, let's check this out. And that's how this all started. And that's kind of still the phase it's in a little bit. Like I was telling you earlier, I've only got 2-3 characters that are above level 1. I've been in practice. Like the one time that I met you, besides this time, is the one time I stopped playing against bots. And I believe I sent that in that group message. Yep, not Siege and stuff. Oh, the Assassini Templari. See, that's funny because I didn't even realize that these two games were connected until after, like, I read that whole Assassini Templari shit. I realized that it was connected to Assassin's Creed after I got my Aramusha equipment. It was something to do with the game Gift. What's the creator of the game? Who? Yeah, me too. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Animus. That's not the creator of the game, but that's the like creator of the whole yeah, it's the creator of the, I don't know, I guess you could say tests. Oh, hey, come kill me. Or get a hit, yeah, because now you'll win. But yeah, no, I didn't even realize it was connected to them until they said it. I got a hilt and a handle for my swords. It was Animus Gift. I was like, hey, Animus, that's Assassin's Creed. And then I started reading more of this, like, oh, the tests, blah, 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 on the orders. And I was like, oh, hey, the tests, that makes sense. Because all of Assassin's Creed was a test ordeal. It wasn't really a thing. Yeah. The last actual, like, part of the storyline, in my point of view, Assassin's Creed that I played was Black Flag. The one... Yep. The one after that, where you're the black dude. No, it was neither. Because those were two of the more storyline driven. This one that I'm talking about, there was only like 45 or an hour of storyline, and then the rest of it was just like, hey, run around and be an assassin. I'll look it up on Google in a little bit, but that was the last actual Assassin's Creed brand game that I played, and I was just upset with it, and I never found interest in trying to get back into it, because then Syndicate came out, yeah, and I never got it. I never got anything after Syndicate. Yeah, it's the same thing as Black Flag, except like that's what it is. It's Black Flag, but it's more boat and sea combat driven. It's not, because it's a little tiny ass island, and you have a boat that you can, like, it's not the Jackdaw, but it's pretty much the same thing, and you can upgrade it to a certain level, but it's more, like I said, ocean and cannonball fucking based combat rather than an Assassin's Creed game. Well, I don't know. I feel like that's what made or broke that game. A lot of people like it because they tried to do something new with the ships and the rowing and all that bullshit. But a lot of people hated it because it took away from the actual Assassin's Creed feel. It's all good. I'm sitting here. I'm surprised I'm not cutting out or anything. Usually when I try to charge my controller and use my mic at the same time, it tries to go on a fritz. Oh shit. See, I'm still on the one that came with my PS4, and I got that shit like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, and my dog chewed the shit out of my fucking analog sticks, but I'm still using it. I didn't mean to do that. I just set it down. Auto shit. Yeah, that's how mine's going right now. So essentially, you're playing the Xbox 360. Yeah, me too. I gave mine to my dad. Yeah, I did this same shit, dude, but I went and I bought an aftermarket one that had like a 35-foot cable. And I ended up just giving the thing to my dad. He still plays it, like he's probably playing it. Or no, he's asleep right now. He'll be playing it in the afternoon tomorrow after work. But dude, my dad has been playing Metal Gear Solid. Fuck. Do you follow the Metal Gear Solids? Phantom Pain. Yeah, he's been playing that thing since it came out, dude. Daily for hours a day. And it's because he started it on normal, and then he played everything through, like, story-wise on normal, and then he went through everything side campaign normal, and then he went through everything completely on hard, and then everything completely on expert, and now I don't know what the fuck he's doing with himself. I tried to get him into that. No, he's not one of those kind of dudes. And I would have to pay for the Xbox Gold. But I tried to get him into that Metal Gear Solid Survive, and he's not about it. He won't even let me buy it for him. Like, nope. It's like, dude, I play survival games all the time. Like, The Forest. I didn't even tell him about The Forest, really, but I used to play Ark. Like, I don't know if you ever heard about Ark, but that shit ruined several relationships for me. Like, I put, probably, if I were to go into my menu and everything on my old account, like, I own my own server too, but if I were to go through my own settings and saw how many hours I played, I'd probably put in a good 2 years of gameplay through the span of 4 years. You bought a DLC on accident? Oh, fuck, Aberration. That's the reason I stopped playing. Yeah, well, no, I will tell you now, that's just Ark. Even on the first map, the island, which is the original Ark, that you will just get that. Yeah, well, same thing. No. Yeah, well, that's kind of also the point of Aberration. They made it so that you can't survive, really. Like, if you've ever played Scorched on the desert, they introduced the weather effects. They introduced the heat, and they introduced the water deprivation. No, like, there's no water throughout the map. I mean, there's a little bit, and when you find it, that's gold, but they made Aberration even harder than the desert. My favorite map was Ragnarok, but they came out with Extinction after they came out with Aberration, and I've just been in limbo on whether I want to play it or not. Underground. No. Which desert one? There's Ragnarok that has a desert in it, and there's Scorched Earth that has, it's all desert. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's, yes, that's Scorched Earth. It is a very hard server to start on. You never really want to start playing Ark on Scorched. You want to already be a pretty experienced, but there's the center too. There's the island, and then the center came out, and then Scorched, and then Ragnarok, and then Aberration.
Time is running out.
We need to fight. The center is part of the DLC.
Victory.
Oh shit, you killed me, but I won.
Round 6.
Dude, I got that on stream too. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I can edit it out, but I usually don't. I tried to hit you with a more advanced little move trick there, but he got me. Wait, did I get you too?
Round
What?
7.
2 in a row in this on the stream. Ooh. That little trick there, that's the one I was mentioning earlier. Ooh, I shouldn't have switched. And I never guard break guard.
Defeat. Round 8.
Well, my problem is I never use guard break because this guy doesn't really have one. Like, alright, let me guard break you. Let me press guard break twice. Wait, no, don't guard it. It doesn't, guard breaks don't do damage. That's all I got for a guard break. And that's the only time I actually try to attack me from the top. Nope, attack me from the top. Top guard. Like, yeah, there you go. Like, use a heavy so I can do this trick. No, don't guard break first, just attack. That's the longest my kick can go. Now, If you want to, I'll fight you the way I would fight somebody else. Because I'm so low.
Prove your worth, you dog!
Ooh! You read that pretty nicely.
Defeat.
Keep on for the rest of your
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if somebody spams me turtle, turtle, turtle. I don't get it, really. I don't care. This, if you look up this player's. Well, all it does is help if you're actually recording. All it does is help for hate mail. You can make a troll video. Oh, I dodged into that bitch.
Defeat. Round 10.
Yeah, like in their factions. Yeah, like top row, middle row. Left of Bushi. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, the Shoguki.
take as many of them down as you can.
Mm-hmm.
What do I pay you for, right? Do I have to kill all of them myself?
Well, it's also easy to make people salty with Aramusha because you can go into a fight acting like a noob and then just second match or third win one, like maybe try to make it look like chance, like try to ledge somebody and then get them a little salty and then fight them for real, or even go hard and totally just change up the way you like start off by turtling and then just totally go aggressive Aramusha, which would be to go with chains. And like usually I'm trying to work on it, which was what I messaged you earlier. A lot of the times if I hit you twice like this, I don't mean to. I'm trying to hit you with one of those. I just don't, my analog, because like I said, my dog chewed it up, sometimes it skips a little bit from top to side. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I should go through my settings and change my sensitivity. I haven't even tried to do that. I'm still working on default. Oh yeah, and that's why I like this. It's like a new agey Mortal Kombat, if you play duels.
Victory. Round 11.
Yeah. Alright, seeing how we're kind of in the middle of that little bottom corner. Alright, so this is what you want to watch out really for. You know how I mentioned the infinite attacks with the Aramusha? To start an infinite attack, you can go from any guard, especially after you do like one of their like. Oh, I would actually have to go forward. Don't come towards me. One of those. That is a chain starter for us. You can go from there to this to that. And see, like I said, I keep fucking it up. You can go from that little jump there, from there to this side, or to this side. As long as you do this, I'll just go quick attacks instead because you can do both. Back to your top. Actually, no, it looks like you can only do the heavy while I'm not attacking. Until I run out of stamina. I can just do that across, like, that's why I like nothing that people can push me off of, and tight enclosures. Cause don't move, like, go as far back as you can. Because that's infinite until your stamina runs out. I can almost make it, yeah, I can almost make it across the whole arena just because of my stamina. Otherwise, it would keep going. As long as I go from side to top to side to top, it doesn't matter if it's from side to top to same side. It can be that, or it can be side to top to this side. Or it can be top to side to top. As long as you go from side to top to side. So between each side strike, always guard your top. Always guard your top between each side strike. Or always think about it, because a lot of people will do this number. Oh, sorry. You know, they'll feint the attack, maybe go up. Feint the attack, go this side. And because I was out of stamina, that happened. Or even worse, they'll feint the attack, go into a light, which our lights are insane. But go ahead and kill me. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Time.
Defeat. Round 13.
Alright, I'm back. So, when you train, do you just go training, or do you go hero tactics? Alright, so all the move list is going to show you, like all training is going to show you, is the same thing as if you were to press pause right now, go to hero and go to moveset. Now what you need to, yeah, but what you need to do is, like right now, let's leave this just solely to show you, like, I don't care about my broadcasts. I want you to do everything because we're in a party. Put with. Alright, so when you go to the training menu, instead of going to training, use your same, if pretty funny, your Nobushi shows up on my screen. Like, go to training instead of training arena. Oh shit, you can't do it because we're in a thing. Let me see. How do I disband? There we go. Alright. Now, go into training. Instead of going to training arena, go to hero tactics. And then it'll bring you to your character selection. Use whatever one you want to work on. I'm doing this all as I tell you to, so I'm not just looking at a blank screen on my stream. Once you're loaded in, just let me know. I don't know how long it'll take you. So I'm ready to fight in a second. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Okay, so it's gonna say like 1 of 7 in your top right. So you want to just kind of go through the motions, same thing that you would do as if you were just in your regular training. And like when you feel comfortable of how many successes versus losses you get, or too late, or out of lock, or too early, you know, you want to get more successes. Once you're comfortable with that, move on to the next one. There's also wrong input. I forgot about that one. Keep getting my too lates. Do my heavies. I always get it on time with those. But whether it says RT or R1 for your heavy or your lights, do both. Well, just unlock from your character, and then it'll completely regen. And then whenever you feel comfortable with that whole set in general, you want to go to your, like in the top right, it'll just say left or right on your thing. And then anytime it gives you the counter or block or do anything of that sort, your enemy is going to come after you and attack you. So you want to either run around in a circle, which is what I'm doing right now, until you can comprehend what the list is telling you to do. Which I already know what the list is telling me to do, but like I said, I'm doing this as I'm telling you to do it. For me, it's just do the cross my swords with my right stick, lean back, wait for the attack, counter it, and then quickly do a right or light attack with the right. And then again, same thing. When you're comfortable with that, just move on. just keep, if you know that's a problem, keep an eye on your stamina. And all you, simple as that, especially using the Nobushi, all you gotta do is take a step back. Or even in guard, press back and X, man. A little bit goes a long way sometimes, especially when you're against a person, not a bot that's trained to go your way. You know what I mean? A lot of times, kids especially, that despite whether it says you're ranked or unranked together, a lot of kids will do a stare down. So all it takes is a step back, and you've got distance between you for you to do whatever you need to do, rather than get flushed with attacks. Oops, too late. Again, too late. Stamina. Oh, there's also miss. I've never had that one until just now. Circle is a feint. It stops an attack. You have to hit circle pretty much the same time you hit the attack button. Unless it's during, I forgot whether the Nobushi has that, like, if you press square, that's, alright. Yeah, R1, R2 is your zone attack, which usually contains an unblockable. Read the list again. Going for the same sides. Oops. What? That's definitely up, motherfucker. Dead. I'm thinking about getting some more silver just so I can upgrade my executions. It keeps doing this side shit to me, man. But yeah, all of this, like, it's you're gonna have to do this a bunch more times than just once before you actually get used to it, because a lot of this shit, like I said, a bot is totally different than a person. On the fly, you have no buttons or button patterns to follow, so you kind of, oh hey, I don't know what to do. You want it to kind of like eventually start just coming to you. Just press pause. Go to Hero Tactics, Move Set, and press L2. I'm sure you're talking about a thing. What's the symbol look like?
Well, that'll teach you.
Yeah, that's alright. So when you press R2, it's kind of the same thing. It's a feint without pressing circle. You have to press R2 for whatever direction it wants you to do, and then quickly switch your stance and press R1 for a quick attack. Like, and I mean, yeah, and I mean very quickly. Like, all of these sequences have to do with timing. And the reason why I say very quickly now is because it's a bot. It's not the same timing when you're against a person, because there's dodging involved and stuff. This bot doesn't dodge at all, for one, and doesn't take steps back because it gets scared, and it doesn't feint its own attacks. Alrighty, man, not a problem. Talk to you later.